Hello everyone. Today I want to take you on how I think about getting organized. I'm here at IKEA, probably very familiar to many of you, and I want to show you what I look for because it's inside drawers or inside closets, and IKEA is a perfect place to find basically things that are going to work really well, be really clever, but not too expensive. So come and join me. Ready? So kitchen organization is clearly something that IKEA excels at. And I got to tell you, there's lots of good little treasures hidden in here. So you want to take your time, give yourself enough time. That's the number one thing. When I go to IKEA, I do not only give myself a half hour. I give myself lots of time because I know I'm going to look at other things. Make sure you pick up a cart or a bag on your way in, or bring your own to make sure that you are ready to pick things up as you go. So, all right. Sam, I know you're following me here with the camera, and I know you have a new condo, so this might be useful for you. I'm going to tell you, even though we don't traditionally think of trays as organizational tools, I definitely purchase trays. One of the ways that I like to use them is they help organize my tabletop. So what you do is you'd put this on a tabletop, and if you're going to do display or decor, you put the decor on the tray, especially on a dining room table. The benefit of this is then you can lift the tray off and not have to take all those things off the center of the table. The other thing is in bedrooms, especially for men, because they tend not to carry purses as much as women do. You want to put something like this on the chest of drawers that you may have, your high boy, because all that change that comes out of people's pockets or their wallet can go onto one thing that keeps it in one area. So a tray is very useful, and price point is probably pretty good here. I don't see our price pattern. Looking here where our tray made of bamboo. So $22.99. So for $23, you're in and out. You got what you need. Oh, I just love these. I know it's kind of ridiculous, but I like little bowls like this. This is the kind of thing where if there's more than just you in your house, sometimes people just have stuff. I'll just show you another one here. And I like to put things like this on my hall counter. Or if you're in a small house, for instance, I have friends that have their radiator at the front door and we've put a countertop on top of it. You might put a series of little stainless steel bowls like this, or this one, because then everyone has their own bowl to keep their keys and their tchotchke. And, you know, I'm going to say for some of you, I know what you're thinking, too small. This is a good thing because the bigger the bowl, the more junk you keep. So keep it small. See what else we can find. Oh, look at this. Really nice tray. Another one. It's decorative style. Remember, good way. Put all your accessories on this. Lift it off the surface. I'm just showing this because I happen to like cake plates. And this is a shout out to one of our clients, Kristen McNeil. She collects these. So she'll be happy to see that. Look at all these things we're finding for organization, and we're not even in the organization section yet. This is really great for any of your outdoor cutlery, tableware. So the idea is, I'll just sort of show you here, you put your cutlery into this and your napkins. I actually, for outdoor cutlery, keep it like this in the non-outdoor season. So if you have an extra set of cabinets on the back of your island or up high, keep all your extra outdoor cutlery in one of these. Or if you happen to have a set of extra cutlery anyway for indoors, this is a great way to sort it and keep it up high in your cabinets or down low within your cupboard, so you don't take up an extra drawer where you have your regular cutlery. So this is really useful. It's metal. It's got a good solid base on it there, so it's not noisy. Good. Nice. Storage in the bathroom is really a challenge for a lot of people. Wanted to show you a few of these. These are really great. These are shelves, and the benefit of shelves like this is that you can see how the towels can hang over top, or you can stack towels high. And if you live in a condo or you have a small bathroom and you want more towel storage but you don't have room to build something in, I have a very small principal bathroom, so I have no place for towel storage. So something like this is great because I can hang it on the wall up high above the door swing, so the door still can open, but I still have room to put all my towel storage, because it's towels that I'm not using all the time, but I need to be able to put them somewhere. So this is a very useful tool. Some people, if they have a really extra large tub area, because sometimes they'll have a tub and then a little piece at the end. You can actually put it over that piece at the end, kind of like hotels do. Gives you great storage. So this is excellent, these shelves here that you can put into a corner. They could go into a shower, or they could just simply go into the corner in the bathroom where you have an extra area. It could either be beside the vanity, or if it's deeper, near the door. And that allows you to stash some of your items that you always want close by, but you don't necessarily want on the counter. Here's the goal in the bathroom: clear off parts of the vanity so you actually have breathing space. And this is an important thing. It is really a challenge. Another really great option, if black is your color, you can see here all these bins that are wall mounted. And I think that's the thing to really remember. As much as you can in the bathroom, you have lots of wall space. What you don't have is a lot of storage and floor space. So see how these items here are mounted? So it looks like you put a little bar across here. See, they're mounted like this. Shelves with hooks. Super useful. And remember, you don't have to do one. You could do 3 in a row stacked up the wall so that it gives you a place to put your goods, hooks, hang your small towels, and other items that are like a loofah, for instance, can all be used on there. Actually, I really love these. Not really storage. Well, I guess they're storage for your soap. But I like that they're gold. It's hard to find nice gold ones. And they're glass. It's great. Okay, everyone knows IKEA for shelves. And I got to say, high end, low end, doesn't matter what houses we're working in. At some point, we will need an IKEA lack shelf. And I'm pretty sure I've become fluent in Swedish because I know the word lack for just about all the products that are lack series. Anyway, I want to show you here shelf options. So this is great. Look. Storage is also about making display, not just hiding it and shoving it in the drawer and closing it. I understand if you're a messy person, that's the best thing to do. But on occasion, open hanging or display shelves are useful. These ones are very good because they have the metal bracket, which is very helpful. The floating shelves are a little bit more problematic because they don't take a lot of weight. So these ones are nice because they're much more secure. You can see the different details on them. If you have kids at home and you want to make them like a little desk area, you can see these ones here with the little drawers. This works great with the brackets underneath. So pretty nice. These I wouldn't do. These are no's on these ones with the wood bracket because it's a little country and probably a little IKEA-y. And we're trying to find great organization that's a little more highbrow, you know? Oh, Sam, how did I miss it? My God, laundry bags, hampers, so big. Okay. It's kind of neat. It's kind of a crazy material. It's like a hard canvas material. So it's plastic coating on the inside and protects against moisture. So there you go. They thought of everything. Anyway, pretty good for the kids' rooms maybe. But I like this. For anyone who's doing their laundry room, this is a request we get all the time, is how do I get laundry bins that roll beside my washer dryer? Because sometimes you have a washer dryer and then you have your cabinet and you have space, and people like to have their laundry sorted in the laundry room as opposed to in the bedrooms. So these are excellent. These are so nice. It's tied down so I can't wheel it around, but these are great because you have the insert that can come out and get washed or remade. Then you have the wheelie cart that rolls into the room. So this is an excellent choice. One thing I will mention to you, if you are doing a renovation with laundry stuff, make sure you measure this first and incorporate it into your plan. Don't assume you know the size of it because it just may not fit. Pretty helpful. We were just having this talk in the office the other day. I don't know anyone that actually buys clothes that need ironed anymore because most people steam things, but nevertheless, this is a nice system where you have a hook on it and you hang your ironing board. So it doesn't have to be fancy. You just basically buy the hook that folds up and you put the board on top of it. So it's actually a really nice system. So these are 99 cents. We've used these before. They're going to be a medium for me. The reason I say this is because they move. So they're pretty good if you're doing fixed shoe storage, meaning you're not going in and out of it all the time. If you are going in and out of it all the time, these are not overly useful because they tend to move around a lot and then people get annoyed. And then you have two things to clean up, the shoes and the display of the shoes. So just something to think about. Okay, pretty good though for inside a closet. I would say yes to it. I like that they're open on the bottom so they can breathe. And if they are wet, they're they're not rotting your shelves, basically. So this is a nice system. Okay, I know there's a lot of people right now getting very excited seeing bins. I always tell our clients, whatever bins you buy clear bins. Do not buy colored or solid bins because you cannot see in them. And whatever's in that closed solid bin will go into the closet or the basement and we'll never see it again. And then you will move 20 years later and think, why did I keep this? So if you're going to keep it, it needs to be in a clear bin. It doesn't matter what size it is. Instead of throwing all the tools into one place, one big bin, you separate it out. So you have your electrical in one, your light bulbs in another, wheels, if you happen to collect those. But this could be washers, screws, nails, something like that. Again, any kind of cords or tools to hold things. So this is a good way of keeping track of stuff. Now, I like this bin system, the metal system that they have it on in terms of the shelves, because notice there's an edge on it. So this is good if you have, so there's no lip here. So if you have a big bin and you want to pull it out, easy, right? Because you're not having to lift it up and over. If you have smaller things like this, your sporting goods, for instance, and you want to store it, the benefit of having the lip on the shelf means it doesn't fall out when you're sort of over here, you know, moving it around. So this is some of the things you want to look for when it's time to purchase storage. And yes, you do have to do that. You've got to test it and really think it through. And that's what we do with our clients. We really talk about how are you going to use that storage for real. I'm very annoying because I ask a lot of questions. Oh, wait, love this. Okay, good example, large clear bin. This is what I'm talking about when you want to store, say, extra clothes, tablecloths. Absolutely no bins that are solid color. And what's nice about these, they actually have a low wheel on them, so you can actually wheel them around instead of always having to carry them. So it does make life a lot easier. But these are the skinny bins that can go under your bed. And they have a set of these that actually come with wheels as well. So it's pretty good if you have room. I don't. I have a platform bed and I have drawers instead. This is office storage, or some of the things that we think of as office. Again, good box, nice big handle on it. I would only recommend, this would be like a file type of box. So if you're in business, for instance, you have to keep your files for 7 years in Canada. So what's beneficial about this is it does have a label. So these are kind of like a banker box, I think is what we kind of commonly refer to them. They're just a nicer looking one. So if you want a nicer storage of your files or papers, these are good. I would recommend though, if you have personal papers that are extremely valuable, put them in a safe. And the safe does not have to be expensive. Obviously, we're not going to buy this at IKEA. They don't sell safes, but you can even look at Costco for safes. Some of these are just nice looking. Again, I'm going to say to you, only purchase these if you really know what you're putting in them and you're able to label. Do not let me come in your house and see that there are no labels on your closed solid boxes, because otherwise I'm going to go in them and see what you have in there. I mean, I throw things away. I don't throw them away, I give them away, but you know what I'm saying. Oh, hi. Okay, I was just enjoying myself here looking at the cool stuff at IKEA. A couple of cool things. So this is neat. I would buy something like this because it's really in style right now. You can see how it has the rounded edge and it looks like a stone finish. It's not, it's a plastic, a resin. But this is one of those things that is really hip and you wouldn't know it was from IKEA. Not knocking IKEA, but sometimes we don't want to buy everything from IKEA because everyone knows it's from IKEA. So this guy, you wouldn't know. But this is really nice. It comes with this great mirror. Look, there you are, Sam. Hi! So it's kind of cool. And it's cork. And this is really a great storage box that you can put either makeup in or jewelry in. And I think it's just wonderful. It comes apart. So you have lots of little different parts that you could spread out or put together like this. So the thing about organization is having a place for everything. It's not a problem to have a lot of things. You just have to think about, where am I going to put all those things? You can shop till the cows come home as long as you know you have a place to organize. Box of 3, $26.99. So I'd say we're pretty good on that pricing. You'll see that there's lots of bamboo. So if you like that natural wood look, this is also very good. These are nice because they're containable. Bamboo is actually considered a grass and it's a sustainable product. So it's really nice. You can see there's lots of different sizes here. I would store, again, small things in it. These would be like jewelry, makeup, maybe separate out some stuff. You can see there's sort of a bigger version of it. So there's all sorts of combinations that you can do with that if you love the wood. And so instead of doing wood use bamboo just because it has a little bit better resilience to water. And there's all the matching accessories that go with it. Oh, these are good. These move around. Can you see? It's not really storage, but I will say to you, one of the benefits of something like this is that it's useful. So any kind of ottoman, stool, benefit is I can move them around the house and they don't have to specifically be for one thing. This might be good for a makeup table as well. Kids' desk, sitting beside the kids, helping them with work. It's kind of nice because it's easy to pick up and move. Okay, kind of cool. Cool. Like it's lamp. This might be like a charging table of some sort. Anyway, kind of neat because it has the additional storage underneath it. Now, I'm going to caution you again. Do not purchase this if you are the person who has a tendency to not get rid of stuff, but rather cleans off the surface and throws it under here. I know who you are. I've been to your homes. And then you collect this big bin of stuff, call it what you will, and it ends up sitting in there and then you never get rid of it. And they have all these piles of things. So this would be if you still read magazines, your iPad is beside you, or you're watching TV, other devices, maybe you do gaming. This is great to put all the console controllers, that kind of stuff, some of your remotes, no problem. But if it's kind of a catch-all for things that you don't know what to do with, you need to deal with the where do these things go and not just throw them in here. Okay, wow, this is fun. So this is where IKEA is changing the idea on storage, meaning instead of having two separate items, a table and maybe a speaker, you build them all into one. So it's kind of a neat idea. So you have one less thing sitting on your surface because it's part of the surface. This has got to be one of the most iconic pieces from IKEA. We've had this in many generations. It used to be the Expedient, and now it is called the Klax. This is great for kids' toys in the basement, the rec room where you're trying to store things, a guest bedroom where you turn it sideways, you do it the other way, office where you have a lot of books or storage that you want to display. It's just a really useful tool, basically, to allow you to have bins on the bottom that you can pull in and out. So your baskets like this, then you can have your toys, your photographs, anything like that. So it gives you an opportunity. Again, if you're a messy person, this is like a nightmare for you because you can see it. So you may want to have a door system that goes on this so you can close it off, or make sure you add in the baskets with labels so you know what's going on. So we're in the food section. Amazing. So useful. So I have a big version of this, and I keep Baxter's dog food in it so I can keep it out on the counter, because if I put it down low, being a beagle, he finds anything that's basically at his nose height. So this way I can keep it up high on the counter. So I get a large version of this and store his kibble in it. But there's also, you can keep obviously all your cookies in it, your snacks, anything. I like it because it creates a really good seal. Oh, there's a perfect example. That looks yummy. Oh, look at these jars over here. Oh, these are good ones too. I tell you, don't take an ADD person to IKEA. That's me. These are great. Again, really good looking. Nice in your pantry, lining them up, putting in different things. I like to decant all of my pasta or rice, any of that, and I put them into something like this. I like to use a glass jar. I know that they say that a lot of the plastics are free of chemicals, but I still am a glass jar person because I feel like it's a little bit better. There's no chance of transfer. So I will get a whole bunch. I actually have a whole bunch of these that I keep all my different grains in and have them out so that I can put away or dispose of the package right as soon as I purchase it. I have tried to change my water bottle to one of these instead of carrying around a plastic one. The only thing is I have a tendency to forget the water bottle in places, so this has not worked for me. But I know Stephanie in our office does this and carries around a big glass bottle, and it works for her. Oh, here, these are the big jars. Check those out. Oh, look, those are outdoor ones. Fun. Make your lemonade and tap it out. It's good. Aw, look at that cutie. He's got his own little sprout. Cute.